This is the Notebook Pro G16 laptop by Kreative Devices. It's an affordable laptop made with the everyday content creator and audio engineer in mind. Today, I'm going to be giving you an unboxing, an overview, my honest review, and I'm going to show you how this guy edits 4K video with ease. So I just got this laptop in today from Kreative Devices, and holy moly, is this a game changer for me in my career. If you already know me, you know that I'm constantly recording bands, I'm constantly shooting content, and I needed something that I can take, on the road or at conventions. I have NAMM coming up here in the next month, and I needed something that was going to handle everything that I needed it to do. At NAMM, you gotta shoot a video, you gotta hurry up and edit it and have it posted within, sometimes a few hours. And I voiced to Kreative Devices that I needed something that was going to do exactly that. Yes, in the studio, I need something awesome, but having a nice processor, RAM, and a big enough storage is pretty much all you need to run audio. But when it comes to video editing, you need a hefty graphics card, and this guy comes with a 4060 built in. So before I ramble on too much, let's get straight into the unboxing of this guy. Pretty box. So Kreative Devices lets you customize a few features. If they start at under $1,000, the G16 is the i9 version is a little bit over $1,000, but if there's things you want to add, more RAM, more SSD, anything like that, you can do so. And they even have some other cool customizable options. But here we go right here. We have a box with the power supply. Nice big hefty power supply that's very much needed for a laptop that has this kind of power. Awesome. Let's get that out of here. Cool. Oh, the part we've all been waiting for. Voila. There we go. Here we go. Now, one of the coolest parts that I really like about Kreative Devices, not only are their specs just stellar and their prices are amazing, but they do this. Look at this. There it is. You can put your own custom logo on the top of this guy, and that's freaking awesome. As a content creator, we always like things, customized to us, to our aesthetic, and I think this is a really cool feature that they do. We have a USB-C port right here. We have two USB 3.0s on this side. On the back end, we have an HDMI and Ethernet and the power cable. And over here on the other side, we have another USB port. You have your mic in and your headphones out, and you have an SD card reader right there, which is super useful because if you're always making content, you just want to pop that guy in without having to worry about any adapters. So this is the first time I opened this guy. Very clean. This is the upgraded display. So real quick, let's go over the specs of this guy. This laptop comes equipped with an Intel Core i9 processor with the Intel Iris Xe graphics. It also has an NVIDIA RTX 4060 graphics card. Of course, it's got Wi-Fi built in, Bluetooth, it has an SD card reader, headphone, and mic input, and it also comes with a webcam, two USB 3.2 ports, one USB 2.0 port, a USB-C port, an RJ45 for internet, and an HDMI 2.0 output. It's got a 6,000 mAh battery with an upgraded display at 2560 by 1600 resolution with a 6:10 aspect ratio. This display has a refresh rate of 165 Hz. It has an LED backlit color changing keyboard. It's a lightweight sturdy alloy chassis weighing at 1.68 kilograms. It has a 180 watt adapter with it and supports Windows 10 and 11. This guy is upgraded with 64 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of solid state memory. So after using this computer for about a week now, incorporating it into my workflow, just want to give you like my honest review of this guy. First off, I just want to start by saying this guy is a crazy work machine and it's really hard to have anything bad to say about it. But if I were to nitpick a few things, here we go. And I think this is a great buy. You know, it comes with all the accessories I need, a C input, which is very useful, 2 3.0s and a 2.0. Now it's only got technically 4 USB ports, but only 3 of them being, you know, standard USB. Personally, I wish it had 4. I do like to do 2 webcams, a capture device, and a mic input for streaming. I stream video games on the weekends sometimes, and I'll have to get a USB hub, so it's not a big deal. Another thing to note is the fans. They kind of pump up a bit, but it's needed. You know, there's so much power under the hood. You know, you have the 4060 and the Intel i9. You need to make sure that stays cool enough, because I've seen there's laptops out there that they'll send it to you and they actually tell the fans to not ramp up after a certain point, and you'll ruin your motherboard like that. So he's just making sure, Kreative Devices is making sure that this guy stays running strong the entire time. So if you hear the fans start to pump up, it's because it needs to remain cooled because it's got so much power going on to here. I do think the fingerprint identification is pretty cool. Just like right now, I just logged in a quick second. It's really hard to have any complaints about this guy because it's just performing so well under pressure. It's got all the space that I need, everything that I need. The size is great for me. My last computer was a little too big and it was hard to fit in some of my backpacks. But I think this guy's a perfect size. The screen looks really nice, so when I'm color grading, it's pretty true. Like I'll color grade in my way video, and then I'll go to my phone and it still looks pretty neutral or the way that I'm intending it to be. So that's a big deal, because every other laptop I've ever had, whenever I try to color grade on it, it's so bad that I have to just go and, you know, export to my desktop and use my monitor here. But this guy looks pretty, I wouldn't say neutral, completely neutral, but it looks good enough that, you know, if you're too green, you're gonna see. If you're too red, you're gonna see the hues very nicely, so that you're not like making some wrong decisions. You know, you'll think it looks good and then you export and then you see on your phone and it just looks completely different. So that's a big plus on the screen for me. Another thing I will note is that when you put an SD card in, it does hang out. So when you put there it is. If you put the SD card in, you can see right here, it hangs out a bit. And my previous laptops, I like that they recessed in, because sometimes I like to leave it in there, especially if like I've edited on a flight or in the bus or something like that. And I don't really feel comfortable doing so unless I import everything into the laptop first. So if it were up to me, I wish it recessed, but it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, there's just so much power and so much to fit in such a small, compact form that, you know, it's gonna come with some pros and cons. So I'll take that any day. Other than that, I think it's really, really hard to compete with a computer like this. I mean, anywhere else, you're gonna go ahead and spend sometimes close to $3 grand for something like this. And these guys, for a build that I have here going on, it'll run you less than $2 grand. So that's a very big plus in my opinion. As far as my review, I'm gonna give this guy a 9.5. The only reason being is I wish it had one more USB port and I wish the SD card recessed all the way. But other than that, I have no quarrels with this guy. He's gonna be with me for the years to come, and I can't wait to see some of the sick stuff I do with this guy. I'm finally gonna get to dive more into Unreal Engine, shooting music videos with Unreal Engine, shooting 3D renders of guitars and amps and some of the companies I work with. I'll be able to dive into that and, you know, enjoy ray tracing. So it's a big deal that I have this guy in my arsenal, and I think you guys should check out Kreative Devices and see what build works best for you. Now, time to move on to some editing. Another cool customizable add-on you can get at Kreative Devices is you can get a custom mouse pad. Check this out. Here's my logo, Widowmaker Studios. This is a cool, awesome add-on that you can do, and I'm gonna be using it right now to edit this video. So I have DaVinci Resolve open. We have a new project. I'm going to grab some footage that I shot for Legator, import it in right here, and I'm going to see how fast we can create something. So, got some splashes. Okay, here's all our footage. All right, here's a new guitar from Legator, the Crackle 6 that I shot. I shot everything in slow-mo, so I'm gonna slow everything down, ripple edit, ripple my timeline. Let's just go through, start slowing these down. Okay, now all my footage is slowed down. Let's go through some clips, try to find some usable stuff. Oh, that's great already. Where was I? Got some neck shots. Let's start here. What do we have? Ah, oh, beautiful. How it starts at that heel, moves up the neck. Okay, that's a cool shot. Let's throw it up. Let's get rid of all this audio because we don't need it. Okay. What do I have from here? Cool Floyd Rose shot. Here we go. Let me see. Start right here. Alrighty, let's take that. Cool. There's some cool heel shots here. Let's see what I want to use. And you know what? I like this one better. And that just happens. Sometimes I shoot the same piece a few times and then, you know, I'll grab what I want. We can make that decision later. Let's get some close-up tuner shots. Let's see what I got. Here we go. Let's start about right there. Showing the tuners off in action. Oh, we got some heel action. Oh, here we go. Right here. Probably start it right there. Give it a little bit. Awesome. Move it up. Well, here we got a nice Fishman shot. Okay, we started a little bit before it moves. Probably reverse it later. Start it right there. Okay, so we're just cutting everything we need. We'll get the three main parts. We'll get, let's see, right here, we'll get the switch. Okay, that's a bit of switch. Let's get the tone knobs. Awesome. Oh, let's get that. That just looks cool. Awesome. Here's a good shot. Let's start about right here. Just keep moving it up. Okay, moving on. Let's take all this, organize it real quick. I'm gonna do it like this. Getting rid of all the space in between so we can see clearly what we're working with here. Awesome. Take all of that, move it in front of our music. Awesome. Yeah, let's start off with this shot. Maybe start it more like right here. Do a change. Right there. Let's see if we need that for later. Let's do the heel. This one looks better, definitely. Do a change. Let's put this one in. Okay, this one, I'm gonna reverse it. Got the logo reveal right there. Okay. What else? Let's try this one. We'll start it a little loose. And then let's do some review. Up into there. Okay, bringing it on. Do probably this one. We can do more of the reveal that we had going on over here. That was a happy accident. It went on the snare. And then right there, we can probably do like... Here, let me go find another piece. Here we go. Take this, move this all the way to the front. Right here, we're gonna stop the audio, and then we're gonna fade out. So we'll do something like this. Perfect. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to just go real quick over everything and stabilize it. Let's see how fast it can stabilize. Similarity, do it on this one. Do them all one by one. Man, that's really quick. Look at that. Look at that. Blazing speeds. This is how we edit fast on the go. You know, when we're doing something like a convention or on the road, on tour, which happens a lot with me and Mortal Guardian, we're always shooting content. You know, we're all content creators in the band. So it's great to have something solid on the road that's going to hold up. Boom. Now, real quick, just before I take a look at everything, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick color grade, which is actually me doing a transform into Rec 709. Here's my adjustment clip. Go to the color panel. I have, let's see, I believe this one. Yes, there we go. You can see the before, the after. Now, this is just a quick, a quick edit, doing things as fast as I can. Okay, cool. Now let's do text. Let's do like, not the scroll. Let's do a text. Let's say something funny like, crackle never looked so good. Let's go ahead and change it like that. Let's give it some shadow. There you go, you can see it right there. If we want some blur to it, just a bit. There you go, something bold. And then we can add the splash at the end. Let's see. Here's mine. Here's Legator's. Awesome. Just some assets I created. Okay, now let's see the video. Let's see what it looks like. Did we do any good? This is quick, so hope you guys enjoy. Let's full screen. Here we go. that's how I would create a quick video with this guy really fast. And you can see it just blows through. This is an amazing asset, and you guys should definitely check out Kreative Devices. But thank you guys for checking out this video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of Kreative Devices and if they're giving us the tools that we need to succeed. Check them out on social media, like us on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.